if you're older and you're experiencing tightness, you experience soreness in your joints and muscles, or you're experiencing injuries, so you're getting plagued by injuries every time you're trying different workout routines and stuff, then this could be a huge factor in this. Having more flexibility is going to help you in a lot of different areas. So in this video, my brother, since he's been focusing on flexibility recently, he's going to be showing you a simple stretch exercise for this.
Exactly, and just to touch on more what he was talking about, because mobility and flexibility is a really big issue, and for some of us, just a simple test you can do is, if you have trouble doing simple things like touching your toes here, you lack that kind of flexibility, you're probably going to have issues going on there. So there's a little test that we can do, and I can show you later. It'll be another video. We can do tests and different things to really see where we're at and what we need to improve on. And I've been trying to figure this one out for a while, because originally me and Jonathan weren't that flexible. We didn't really focus on flexibility. So we didn't start actually focusing on flexibility until later in our age, like about early 20s or something like that. So, and what we discovered was different stretch styles just don't work. Like the typical stretching styles of holding static stretches, so you're holding a static stretch for, let's say, minutes. And I was reading stuff online where you're just supposed to hold static stretches for minutes and minutes. And I tried that out, and it just didn't work for me. In fact, it just made me even worse, and it caused even more injuries because my muscles were so loose, and so when I'd do running, I'd pull a muscle and stuff like that. So it was really bad. What I found, and what I found through research, is the best type of stretching is doing a couple of things. Strengthening while you stretch. So you want to strengthen the muscles while you stretch. So think of it like this. Think of yoga. Yoga, you're going through different shapes, you're going through different poses, you're moving through different positions, you're gaining flexibility and strength at the same time, and you're constantly going through these different shapes, okay? Another thing is not just focusing on strengthening while you're stretching, but also doing this multiple times through the day. And what I found is, if you can, it's not really about holding these stretches for long periods of time, but doing it frequently throughout the day. So if you can do even just 5 to 10 minutes of this type of stretching, where you're going through different motions, you're holding just for a little bit, but you're going through these different motions, using your strength to hit those points. If you can just do that 2 to 3 times a day, you're going to see enormous gains in your flexibility. And personally, that's what we've experienced as well, as along with some of our clients. So that's what you want to be doing. You want to be going through these type of stretches, you know, basically yoga, pretty much that style, multiple times through the day. If you can fit it in there at least 2 times, you're going to see some awesome results with that. So I want to share with you just one of my favorite flexibility or stretching exercises that I use. I picked this one up actually from a buddy, Danny Awario, very talented parkour athlete, but I remember he was over in Hollywood for a little bit and he showed me this. And this is a great one to really get these hip flexors, because a lot of us are going to be tight in our hamstrings and our hip flexors here because we're sitting all day, or we're driving in the car, we're constantly in this position. So what we can do, this doesn't take much at all, and you're going to see a lot of improvements with this. Just get a nice wide stance, and what we're going to do is just go from one side to the other. So we're going to go down to a deep lunge here. Just go down as far as you can, nice and slow and controlled, breathing controlled. Go down as far as you can, hold for 2 to 3 seconds, and then raise up, going very slow here, about 5 seconds to one side and then 5 seconds down. Go down to the other side, hold for 2 to 3 seconds, and then repeat. And with each time, go down a little bit further each time. Try to go further and further into it. Really exhale on the way down so you get far deep into that stretch. And do this 10 times, just going from one side to the other. You're gonna see, just even through this routine here, just doing this 10 times, you're gonna get a lot lower, you're gonna get a lot more flexibility with this. Oh, also,
yeah.
What about visualization, right? So visualizing,
yeah,
as you're going through the stretch, really visualizing those muscles relaxing.
Visualizing those muscles relaxing, consciously relaxing the muscles and then lengthening. Imagining them lengthening, and
that's another big one as well. We picked that up from our training with Sifu Kisu in Kung Fu, and then also Caitlin Geyer in ballet. So great teachers in that regard. And that's the little routine. Now another thing I want to point out is while doing this, a lot of people make the mistake of like having their butt stick out. You want to make sure to tuck it under here, at least have a neutral spine here, and really open up the hip flexors here, so that way you're getting a good stretch through here and you're not going into bad habits. You want to have a nice straight back when you're doing this and going down back and forth here. Okay, so I just want to leave you with that stretch. That's a great exercise right there. Now, if you want to continue on this training, you can check out down below. You can download that. You can use this each morning. People have already started to get awesome results with just this, so check that out. As always, train safe, and I'll see you in the next one.